Well, howdy, everybody. This is Kevin Davis. Yeah, you're watching Catholic Family Podcast. You probably knew that already, but Matt's going to be joining me here in a few minutes. But I figured I'd get started to, get you all in here and get going so that we'll have a little bit of people in the comment section while Matt and I are discussing things, very important things today. A jewelry heist in Paris and our favorite meals, which I can tell you will have nothing to do with Paris on my end, at least. Probably not Matt's. If I know Matt, he will also not. His favorite meals, his top five meals. I doubt one of them is from France, but you never know. I'm guessing pasta, and more pasta, but we will find out when Matt joins us. As we start going, a couple things I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about maybe the second thing about the very strange Cardinal Burke AI videos that don't exist. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. But first of all, I want to talk about a story that is pretty near and dear to my heart. This is a family that I don't know well, but I have met them. They're good friends with my family in Omaha, Nebraska. Caleb has been on the show one time a while ago now, a couple years ago. Really cool guy. And his wife was recently diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Trying to find out. Here we go. I'll read this too because we have a few minutes. So I think I'm going to read this whole thing. So bear with me. Say hi in the chat if you guys are there. You can find this on Give, Send, Go. I'll attach it in the comments here for the live show, and I'll do my best to remember. Oh boy, that's my computer freezes. I'll do my best to remember to share it. Also, once we're done recording. Military wife, mom of 6 fighting stage 4 cancer. Hello, friends. This is obviously her writing. My name is Audrey Hockel. In a nutshell, I'm a devoted traditional Catholic wife to Caleb, mother of 6, a research guru and devoted to healthful, intentional living, enjoying life's simple pleasures in God's beautiful world. And we to them, they love God, all things work together unto good, to such as, according to his purpose, all are called to be saints. I'm here to share some recent news and to beg. I'll start the story in June after my husband deployed for the year to the Middle East. I started experiencing my abdomen related to anxiety. I mostly ignored it and did my best to navigate the day-to-day for myself and my children. Fast forward to end of August, to which said pain turned chronic. Some days were more intense, some days were ignorable. In the middle of September, my husband's stepdad passed away. Thankfully, my husband was sent home immediately for the funeral. The following week, my pain was intensifying. I agreed to go to the ER. They did the standard checks as well as a CT scan. The ER doctor recommended a follow-up with our family doctor and an MRI. The MRI results led to a PET scan, referral to a hepatologist and an oncologist. I have to admit here that when I received the MRI results, the ensuing days were awful. I cut out many food groups before I had a solid plan to feed myself well. I was fearful, crying, and could not get a handle on my nerves, which made me feel even more sick and starving. When we finally met with the oncologist to go over PET scan results, I had my list of questions. The oncologist labeled me with cholangiocarcinoma. When I asked her the prognosis with treatment, she said, yes, excellent question. So keep in mind the average patient who gets this disease is usually 60 years old. After patients are diagnosed, they usually live 12 to 18 months. With treatment, I asked. With treatment, she said with a smile. The appointment went on a little longer, but that was the end of that for me. Internally and instantly, all I could feel coursing through my body was, no, thank you. I came here for a starting point, and I have what I need. I reject this model of care. I reject another human being telling how long they'll live for. I don't believe any of this. We led appointment in silence. I had to take a surreal moment to face my Lord and God. None of us are promised tomorrow. We aren't made for this life. I've always known this and do my best not to take things for granted. Yet there I was crying, thinking of my babies growing up without me, wondering if I'm gone in a year, who will take care of them? Who will love them, hug them when they're ornery and frustrated, speak life and love when they experience the cruel world? Who will wake up with them in the middle of the night to cuddle and soothe them back to sleep? Gabrielle, Dimitri, Alice, Anselm, Liesel, and Pia. 6 human beings that God bursts my heart with every day, each of them going through their different phases and milestones. How could I leave them now? And what about my husband? He is truly my person. Ever since he came into my life, I was home. He is home. What would I be going through if I was in his shoes? How can I help him in this? And I realized that I cannot. And I completely surrendered myself to Jesus and I begged. And I haven't stopped since. I told you I was here to beg. I immediately went to the website of an integrative cancer center that I've known about and respected. I needed to talk to a holistic doctor. I filled out the consult information and within minutes of sending it, received a text message to be on the lookout for a call. 10 minutes later, I received a call. We pulled over on the side of the road and talked for over 30 minutes. The lady from Hope for Cancer Center went over a complete and comprehensive treatment plan, price breakdown, went over details of therapies and treatments, and then asked me for my story. And I listened. And she listened, sorry. I asked her their statistics, and she said we would never tell anyone how long they have to live. We focus on quality of life. We not only want to to heal you, but we also want to find out why this happened, what brought this on, the root cause, and make sure it never comes back. At the end of the phone call, I made my decision. When we left that office, like Jesus had picked me up, a crumpled, fearful, anxious mess, and has been holding me up since. I'm just begging him to not let me go. I would love to wake up from this and go home and homeschool my children and clean our house and read our books together. I know God has a plan and Christ is my strength. And now it's time to practice the faith I preach. I share all these details for a few reasons. I know my friends and family will have questions and will want to know all the details. It all happened so fast. And I also want anyone reading this who has ever had to face anything like this to know you always have choices and you deserve better than a death sentence. Cancer is an emotional and metabolic disease, and Jesus heals our body, mind, and spirit. So here I am, and here we are. $51,000 will cover a year of treatment at www.hopeforcancer.com, or their center, obviously. This includes a 3-week inpatient stay with room and nourishing food and intensive therapies for 6 to 8 hours a day, and the following year worth of therapies and injections to do at home with 2 to 3 follow-up visits. I'm asking for $60,000 to help cover the $51,000 airfare and additional wellness tools we'll need once I return. I plan to start a treatment in November. I know God will take care of me and my family. Please keep my family, especially my children and husband, in your prayers. Thank you for reading, and thank you for your prayers, and thank you for your alms. With love in Christ, Audrey Caroline. Ending the reading of that. It's something that I have many times complained about, how Catholics are unwilling to spend and unwilling to donate to certain podcasts or, whatever, they don't want to buy coffee mugs, etc. And then I see this, and they asked for 60,000. They published this originally 2 days ago, almost exactly 2 days ago, I think on Monday afternoon. And as I speak now, on Wednesday afternoon, U.S. time, they have raised $70,819. So they've already well past the mark. And it's just an amazing thing, and God bless her, God help her, whatever God intends for her. Just, it really warms the heart, doesn't it, to see that people can come together and give some of their well-earned money, most of the time at least, to such a cause, to help such a beautiful family. And again, I've met them. They are a beautiful family. I mean, really, in every way. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see people come together and to do that. And to already outperform the request is just something special. I just want to say that it warms the heart. I'm really happy to see it. And really, anyone who's watching this, if you can contribute, 70,000, they're going to need more than that. And that, especially if she, that's saying even if she lives, and if she doesn't, even more, a lot more. They're going to need a lot of help and a lot of prayers if she lives through this. If she doesn't, then he's going to have a hard time. Caleb and the children, as a husband and a father of 3 young children, it really is hard to imagine. It hits you. It hits you in the feels, very much, and I'm sure it hits all of you as well. So if you can contribute, that would be awesome. So again, I've attached the link here. If anyone wants to go, I'll try to remember to do that again after we stop being live. Again, Matt's joining us here momentarily, but I wanted to share this because, first of all, to share it that if anyone can help support them, but also just because I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that people came together. I think it's Catholic community. She has a big family. I think it's the military community. He's in the Army Reserves, I want to say, but he was overseas. He came back for his stepfather's funeral from overseas to find out that his wife has cancer. So my goodness. And he seems like a guy who's very optimistic, very upbeat. So I hope that he handles this as well as possible. God bless him. And yeah, definitely pray for them, Audrey and Caleb and family. That's what's going to help them the most, whatever it takes. And it really was. I was talking to my wife last night about it, about how, in a way, and this is going to sound really trite and crass, but I mean, it's kind of a blessing, that blessing that if your time is coming, boy, I can't imagine anything else that's going to change your life better more than that. To really turn your life around. I'm not saying she needed to or needs to, obviously, but I mean, just in a very strange way, it's a blessing. It's at least better than say a terrible accident like we had last year with Alexa Martin, who died tragically in a car accident. That's where it really just like didn't have time. Just one day to the next, or the children don't have a mother, or she's gone. And this, at least you have some time. You can prepare your soul and hopefully survive, right? I mean, that's her point. She's going to fight it, which I think is obviously awesome. And it's awesome that people helped her out for that. So thanks for everyone who did that. Let's see who's here today. Father Geckel's here. Father, good to see you. Father, I'm curious what your top 5 favorite meals are. I actually would wonder that. Do you just eat gruel in Ohio, or do you have other foods there? I'm not entirely sure. The pasta is also here. The pasta, hey, fitting for a food discussion. Good to see you. Let's see. We usually put the messages up on the screen. Matt should be joining us pretty soon. You said sometime after 4 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock my time. The time's going to change this weekend, so I'm going to have to really keep that in my head, because our time change comes before that in America for a couple weeks, I think. So our time changes on Sunday. When it just always throws me out every year. It throws me out for podcasts. So I'm gonna have to write it on my hand or something. Other topics. I just watched an interview on Stephen Cox's YouTube channel. That's Stephen KOKX. He's been on the show. Cool guy. And he just interviewed a priest from the Transalpine Redemptorists group. They're in Scotland, New Zealand, Australia, and I think also in America. And apparently, I'm just learning more about this. They were founded by someone who, yeah, I am starting early. Oh, sorry, I read that the wrong way. Sorry, Father. Rude. I know I'm being rude. The Ohio jokes that just came. It comes naturally. It's somewhere deep within me. I'm not sure why. The pasta, you're not going to be disappointed with Matt's favorite food. I have almost no question about that. It will be pasta. But no, this Transalpine Redemptorist group, it's pretty interesting. They've pretty much claimed Sede Vacante. Now, yeah, I don't know, like listening to the interview, that's a good start. Let's say that. It's really cool to see. Nice to see people starting to wake up to this and be like, hey, look, we can't deal with this. We're not going to go through this again with Prevost. And so good news that they've admitted that they, as far as I understand, have valid order. They come from Archbishop Lefebvre. So yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I don't know much about them, but listening to the interview in a little bit, I know that would bring in a group of traditional priests in several different countries. So I really hope to hear soon that they're going to work with some traditional bishops, Bishop Pevrunas, perhaps. I've heard rumors that they are in contact with Bishop Vigano, which, take that as you will. He is also, as we know, he is a true bishop. He was reconsecrated by Bishop Williamson before he passed away. And I've heard from a priest friend of mine in Italy that this priest thinks very highly of Bishop Vigano. So for me, that's enough. I don't really need my own personal opinions. So pretty interesting, really neat story. It's really good to see these just kind of nice stories, good news, right? How often do we get good news these days? It seems very rare. And it always seems kind of apocalyptic and end of the world and Jews everywhere and stuff, which I just recorded a show with Louis Verrecchio about Vatican II, about Nostra Aetate. Whew, boy, I can tell you, the Vatican Church certainly loves their Jews. That is for sure. Pretty interesting stuff. You will not be disappointed with this show. Should publish Thursday or Friday. We'll see. We'll see once it gets edited. But good stuff as always from Louis. And just really mind blowing what happened at Vatican II. Just yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the Jews are our brothers. They're our elder brothers in faith, by the way. Our elder brothers. They are the ones who actually have the true fullness of the faith, I suppose, or they've been there longer. I don't know. And it's bonkers stuff. Really, really crazy. And Louis makes some really good points about how the Vatican Church, the Novus Ordo, actually acts. That they run as a religion a lot like your modern day Jews. So really, really good stuff. Highly recommend everyone checking that out when it publishes tomorrow or Friday. Again, I'm talking about this live on Wednesday. What is today's date? The 22nd of October, 2025. Oh, I forgot to send Matt the link. That is an important detail. Oops, sorry, Matt. Everyone, I decided to start a little early today to try to get people already in the chat. YouTube just seems to kind of like to warm up a little bit. Going to talk about the crown jewels. I got to be careful because I got a priest listening to the stream, and I know stealing is a sin. I know. I'm going to be very clear about that. But the fact that there are jewels that were from Napoleon type. Like when I first heard the story, okay, I better wait for Matt. I'll wait for Matt. I'm gonna be quiet on that story. The other story I want to talk about before Matt joined was, which maybe he'll jump into because I'm sure he has an opinion on this, is the very bizarre story of Cardinal Burke coming out and saying, pretty much stating like he fully supports Prevost, Louis on the mind, Leo the 14th. Even though there have been AI videos claiming, to be him that say that he is against Leo, etc. And pretty strange stuff because as I've seen, I mean, anyone who's on X very much or Facebook or anywhere, as far as I've seen, nobody has seen any AI videos of Burke or any videos, of him saying that he does not support the papacy, the current supposed papacy. And so it's very strange. It's like somehow he's coming out in support of Prevost because of AI videos that don't exist or most people haven't seen. So pretty bizarre, as we're joined by the man himself, not on camera because, again, he's a CIA agent. Right, Matt?
Oh, hey, you're live. This is live.
We're live.
Let me put my headphones in here. I like the jacket.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Very hang on, let me just clip this in here.
It's cold.
I see the
cold.
Do you think in Celsius still, or do you think in Fahrenheit?
I
think you've answered this.
Both. It actually both works. When I think now I go instinctively to Celsius. Yeah.
Really?
It took a long time.
That's a shame.
That took like 8 years. I still know Fahrenheit really well, but Celsius.
You still know it very well. Are you losing it?
Yeah.
You're really? Yeah, I mean, you don't use it?
I know like temperature, I mean like 70 degrees, like 20, 70, like it computes. But when I have to kind of sometimes think about it a little bit, that it's like, okay, wait, what?
So there's going to be a time where someone says, Kev, it's 88 degrees out. You're going to be like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Sad life, You spend time with the house,
Yeah, I see the comments here. Did you talk about food yet? I just clicked everything. I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, you're a little laggy here. That's the German Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. All right.
It might be my...
That
I was just talking about Cardinal Burke. Did you hear the story about Burke?
Yeah.
AI stuff?
Yeah. So what's weird about that is I thought I saw the video of him. I couldn't remember, but I thought I saw the video of him saying, we have to make reparation for the sacrilege that happened here in Rome. But then I saw his video come out yesterday, whatever day it was, where he was like, beware of that. Like, that wasn't me. Don't. Was his point basically like, don't assume I'm criticizing the Pope? Was that?
I think he just said it was a made up video. I think he was saying it was AI. That's what I heard. So I'd never seen that video. So and everyone I saw said that they'd never seen it. So you're the first one I've seen or heard that it had actually seen a video of Burke.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to remember if it was just, it might have been just a tweet or just a message or something, but I can't say for sure one way or the other, but it is kind of, this is AI, Kevin. It is, this Kevin here is fake. It is kind of scary how good AI is getting. You almost can't tell anymore. There was a video I came across on Facebook the other day where I thought it was 100% authentic, and turns out the whole thing was fake. I mean, imagine where we're going to go with that. This is like the early stage of AI, I feel like, and it's already making things look like it's authentically you used to be able to kind of trust what you see to a certain extent, at least anyway. I saw this, or now who knows? Who really knows it?
That's the rumor that with AI, they're going to want us to implant a chip in ourselves to be able to prove that it's us, type of thing. The market type thing. So it's like,
I mean, they did. I don't know if you saw this, but so what it is you put yourself on camera like how you are now, and then AI transforms you into anybody you want. So they did this with Taylor Swift. It was a man, and he used whatever AI program he generated to transform himself into Taylor Swift. And to anybody watching, it would have looked like Taylor Swift is on the screen here talking to me.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's dangerous. Yeah.
And I always think of you because you've always said that if this is what they let us see, imagine what they really have. You said that with other things in the past. So
tracking, like our personal data. I'll say it real quick. I worked for a radio station, and they could track everything. So, and that was a crappy little radio station. Imagine what the government can track. I mean,
can follow
everything.
And that's because of our phones, would you say, or no? Is it basically
everything you do online is tracked. Everything. Everything you click on, everything you buy, everything you see, everything. And a lot of it is put there on purpose. So the geo tracking and whatnot, they'll put like where I live. No, but say if you live in a city, they'll put a thing over you pretty much. It's going to market to you a specific thing that they want you to see. And I mean, and this is 15 years old.
Sure.
So modern things, subliminal messaging and stuff, 100%, 100%. Yeah. CIA type stuff. So Matt.
Yeah, and I used to laugh at all the theories of, so and so is a clone, or so and so is a AI or a scientifically generated whatever. And now we're kind of living in that age where whatever we see online, especially like Twitter, Instagram, all these feeds that people just scroll through with their thumb all day, who knows what you're looking at. And that's quite frightening. I mean, I used to even kind of roll my eyes a little bit at that's not Joe Biden, that's Joe Biden's body double. Who knows what they're capable of controlling to put in front of us.
I actually think he did have body doubles too. There's some very
I think so too.
With his,
remember the 7'2" Biden?
Yeah, exactly. The really tall Biden. Wait, what is that? Where'd this
you would think
from?
That they would hide that though. Like, we're gonna clone a, not clone it, but a double.
I don't get it. I think I don't know. I think the whole thing that Matt's going more and more black pilled. Yeah, so Matt drives me crazy on Twitter sometimes. But this idea that it's all controlled, it's all a show, it's all like Hollywood type of a thing. I don't buy that. I don't think all of it is, but I think a lot of it is. I think a lot of it is really say, what's the camera angle? Where who's gonna? I don't know, but it's weird.
And if you think about it too, there are nations who have admitted Kim Jong-un has body doubles. Kim Jong-il had body doubles. I believe Hitler had body doubles. If all these people had body doubles, why wouldn't say Trump, or why wouldn't some more people who are of higher profile like that? I don't know. I remember the whole Melania Trump body double scandal, which was very intriguing. But just because you see them but you're right. Biden is the most obvious one here. Like, whoa, he's weird ones. Taller than Jill.
But serious question then, because you and I see those videos or pictures on X, and that could definitely just be manipulated. So, and that is really the question, and that's why I think we've talked about this before. I think in the next 10 years, I actually think the revolution is going to be getting off of social media, and I think a lot of it is AI. I think people are going to be like, okay, I don't know what's true. It's useless. It's literally useless. This entire platform is going to become useless because eventually you're going to have people who, they're stating things as fact. That's already happening. They're stating things as fact, or they're putting a video saying, okay, Trump says that we're at war with Russia. And it's like, okay, well, why should it even be on here anymore? Because you don't actually know what's true. I think it's actually going to lose relevance.
Well, have you ever seen
It's
relevance.
only
Yeah,
a cider,
relevance.
guys. Yeah, relevance.
Just very German of you. Have you ever seen or heard of rotoscoping at all, Kev? They did it.
The
So
word sounds
it's
familiar.
basically like a hologram projection into real life. So they did this on I actually looked it up not too long ago. I don't remember the show American Idol, the
Oh yeah.
singing show? They did it. You can find this on YouTube. Elvis Presley on American Idol, and what it is they rotoscoped him onto the stage, so it was a hologram, but it was a 3D hologram. So it looked like a moving, talking, singing live person on the stage, but he was not there.
That's cool.
And it's just so, and it makes me think of how things like war would be fought in the future. How we're gonna move so far away from what
You
we
know,
know.
that's interesting though. You say that because I think it's true in a lot of ways. And you see, like in Russia, they have a lot of these drone killings and stuff. But it's also in Russia. It's like trench warfare. So it's like it is. It like the tech does go up, but it also kind of remains the same. It kind of remains this really hand to hand, really pretty gross stuff that it's going to ruin a lot of people. But some of it, yeah. I mean, a lot of it. I think you have a lot of this warfare already. A lot of the warfare is of China or Israel manipulating the youth of the West, for whatever purpose or whatever way. They look at TikTok. That's another good example. A lot of people are saying it was China. It's very possible it was actually Israel who was actually. It looks like an Israeli company's buying it in order to try to manipulate the younger generations, and it's that's the warfare. I think a lot of it.
Starting to think the Chinese and the Muslims too. The Chinese and the Russians aren't all that bad. Probably didn't do anything. I was young when 9/11 happened, but I remember, and there I was, maybe middle school, whatever. I remember thinking to myself, like, wait, an old guy wearing a towel on his head in a cave launched this? I don't know. I being young at the time, it kind of threw me for a loop there. But
have you watched the Tucker Carlson videos on 9/11?
No,
pretty interesting. I mean, certainly, like he pretty much proves that America knew it was coming. I mean, really,
well, I think
really undoubtedly, which is pretty interesting. Yeah,
I think there's layers of that too. I mean, if we believe the narrative, there's CIA evidence to Bill Clinton that a terrorist attack of that magnitude was coming. That Al Qaeda is looking to use planes to fly into buildings.
Clinton or Bush?
That Clinton. This was in the 90s. This was late 98, 99. Clinton was receiving this intelligence. That's what they tell us. Anyway, it made me, it just made me think of something else too about something like that. Tucker, no. Oh, Ted Cruz, who's real. I'm an ashamed former supporter of his. I don't, and I know we've talked about this a lot on the show, but these people think that Israel and the Jews and the state of Israel today is truly like God's gift to this world. I don't, and he was just on saying, well, we give billions of dollars of aid to Israel per year because it just benefits us. Nobody tells us how do they, how?
I think he in his mind
he benefits.
It's like religiously. He really thinks it's like we have to give it to them if we want to be saved.
Mike Huckabee too said the same thing. Who I also once liked in a primary years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago.
Now, that's weird stuff. The Zionism stuff is very strange. I was just telling everyone that I was recording with Louis Verrecchio about Nostra Aetate, which it pretty much says that the Jews are the best. They are our brothers in faith and
our elders,
pretty interesting.
Right?
Our elders, exactly. Our elder brothers. Yeah, and it's pretty fascinating when you see that and you combine that with the Talmud and it's such weird. So what a weird world.
They're the Pharisees of our day. They don't believe much of anything.
So Matt, I have to ask you because we live in a weird world. But did you ever expect that someone could just steal crown jewels from the Louvre? Now, like these days. And I know, and like I said before, stealing is a sin. So I'm not congratulating these people or anything. You shouldn't steal.
But job well done.
It's also like,
what a king! No pun intended.
Caveat. But
imagine that guy in like hide and seek. He's probably crazy good.
Oh man, and like he breaks. So they broke in with a crane, and then The guy's there's pictures of him. He's just dressed as a security guard. He's just taking them out of the case and no one's stopping him. It's bizarre. It is one of the most bizarre stories. And at first I was really sad because I was like, oh, no, I don't like that. The French monarchy has a great history and whatnot. But then actually, as far as I understand, the jewelry is all from like Napoleonic times. So it's like, oh, okay. Oh, in that case, take them away.
Did you see the worth though of it?
I didn't see the total, or 20 million I saw for, but
way more than that. Way more than that.
20 million, yeah.
So they now estimate that the total collection of what was stolen is $102 million worth of jewels, and they don't know if they're going to get that back. What do you do now? I wonder, what do you do with that? Like, they're going to catch you if you try to sell that. Like, hey, by the way, I just so happen to have the crown jewels in my possession now.
You break it up and you bring it to some country that's not going to report. Russia, something like that. They're gonna give it to you and like, we'll hush this up.
Selling.
Because again, who's going to buy it? But I also think that there are these black market trades that have been doing this for centuries. That you just have to find the right people.
You should bring it to Israel.
Did you see, Matt?
I'd love to. Ooh, wow.
Did you see who was in charge? There is a new person in charge of the Louvre and a new person in charge of security. Would you like to see? Would you like to see a picture of them, man? Now,
who are they? Them.
We are. Yeah, exactly.
Look at the one on the left.
They them. Let someone else steal the. Exactly.
I can tell you, the woman on the left, her entire life history. I know everything about. Look at her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
Let's see. Dominique.
It's so
Buffon.
shocking that they did not. I don't know that they didn't do a good job of protecting the Louvre. I mean, especially the lady on the right. She looks like such a good security.
They probably the thief probably saw this picture. He's like, all right, I'm in. I'm going for it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Like. The one on the right, she probably doesn't believe in arming. She carries a whistle. She doesn't have pepper spray or a gun or a she whistles.
Yeah, exactly.
She blows and then says stop and thinks that they're all going to.
And it was probably a colored guy who stole it, and so she literally couldn't.
I'm going to
stop them.
Profile him.
She's like, there's someone. Hey, ma'am, someone's breaking in. Is he white? No.
Yeah, just call him. What's the term they use now instead of illegal aliens? He's just an undocumented visitor.
Exactly.
That's all. Man. Let him have it. What's the harm? Then the one on the left couldn't catch him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
she was a little too hefty.
like Trump's bodyguard. It's still I'll never get over that. He was getting shot.
Oh yeah, the 5'2" woman,
5 foot tall, 5 foot wide. It's like, are you really seriously supposed to be protecting the president of the United States?
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
it doesn't make any
sense. And here, this gets even better. So I just saw this, and here's the guy who is in charge of. I shouldn't say I don't know it's in charge, but here is someone who is doing an investigation into the stolen.
Oh, I'm sure this the one on the right.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
I don't know.
If
I might give him a shot,
but I think it was disclosed TV. It was a pretty legit.
It's like a
account on Twitter that was saying that this is the guy who's looking into it. It's like, man,
I might make that my profile picture. The guy there with the hat on.
That is legit. And
he's got the drip.
Drip. Oh yeah, an aura, right? Isn't that the word that kids are using? Oh, that kid.
I don't know if he's got aura. He's got drip.
Is that not aura? That's pretty legit, isn't it? No,
I don't know.
I mean, understand aura. That's possible. I'm an old.
I would. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what the people think of the guy in the security. The actual security doesn't look all too fond of.
No, he's like really.
So that's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're making a movie out of this.
Dude,
like, where's the camera?
Yeah, exactly.
What year is this from? He showed up. He showed up to this investigation with a top hat and an umbrella and a beige sweater vest.
Yeah, like his entire life has been. Yeah, please, someone steal some jewels somewhere so I can investigate.
He's like, I've played many video games on this sort of subject, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
It ruins it though because he would be French.
Oh yeah, he's French. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
We will get to the bottom of this.
And I think about
everything in French you want to say with your lips. But sorry to all my French friends. I do actually have French friends. I just have to make fun of you a little bit because you're French.
He pulls a croissant out of his hat. He's got the tie clip.
No, he's got like a holster. He's got like a holster for a croissant.
Imagine if he had a bow tie on. That would complete then he would have aura. If he had a bow tie,
dude,
the aura would be.
Yeah, I love the fedora.
Oh, the hat.
That is a good fedora. I've got a fedora, but no, I actually have a Stetson.
He tips it to the young.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do you have a
he would call when he sees those two women. I've tried one and it doesn't fit right on me. But you want to know what? Yeah. This guy here would look at the two female security people and he would definitely call them sir. Have a good day, sir. I could just see him referring to those two ladies as sir. Yeah, them right there. Good day, my good sirs. My good sirs.
He's too drippy. Yeah. No, he's too.
No, they're talking. There's yeah.
You're they them people. So you need to
Sherlock. This guy, I would trust
Sherlock Jones. Huh?
I would trust this guy to recount the 2020 election.
That's true.
He just, he showed, how Mary Poppins flies in with his umbrella? He pops open his umbrella and he flies across and he counts.
Hollywood's going to hire
him. You know his name?
I don't. No, I didn't. I only see
the
picture. I don't know if it's legit, but I seriously, I'm pretty sure it was.
It might not be because there's no.
It may not be. It may not be, but it was a legit source.
There's no way.
And they were like, "Oh wait. Okay, I got one." Okay. I don't know. It was shared by someone else, but it was from Alyssa Chen on X. Actual shot, not AI, of a French detective working the case of the French crown jewels that were stolen from the Louvre in a brazen daylight robbery. Somehow he looks like he's smoking even without a cigarette in his hand.
Does he? So does.
But surely everything you know about life is screaming at you. This case is officially in trouble. To solve it, we need an unshaven, overweight, washed-out detective who's in the middle of a divorce. Yeah, that would be Hollywood, wouldn't it? Oh man,
those are his pajamas. You think he's dressed up? That's what he sleeps in.
Actually, I have a friend. Legitimately have a friend that's pretty much the truth. Like he really does dress like that all the time.
Really? I've known a few people too who they walk around like that. Yeah, I don't know. I see the comments here. I believe that like 70%. I would say that's 70% true. Yeah. There's a chance that can't.
If he's actually the one he's
going to figure it out.
That's amazing. And that's an amazing story. I want to go to Paris just to try to see this guy doing it.
He doesn't even have a phone. He has a little notebook, with a feather pen. And he takes his notes.
Have you seen? There's a great It was like a not a meme, but these little short videos of these guys who are pretending to say croissant, like how the French say it.
No,
croissant.
I don't think so.
Croissant. Oh my goodness! I think it was on X somewhere, but anyway, you guys look up croissant video. I bet you'd find it. It's pretty funny because the way they say it is so annoying, honestly. And I love my wife and all the Germans, but they say it the French way because they're pretty close to France.
Oh yeah, right.
Croissant. Would you like a croissant? Stop saying it like that. Croissant. Oh man, yeah, these guys, these Frenchies, the frogs.
Are we going to talk about the food here?
Speaking of French, yeah. Speaking of French, all right. Do we want to start from the bottom? I want to start. We'll do it. Start at number 5 going up. Does that work?
Sure. Well, I was curious. No, I do. I was just curious if when we said meals, could that be like, what if one of my favorite foods is something that you wouldn't consider a meal? Like, what was your thing here? Like, it's not one of mine, but what if I would chocolate? It's not on my list. Would chocolate be?
No.
Or are you talking like a steak dinner? Like
I mean
meal?
something that you eat for like actual sustenance, at least. I mean, like if you say a croissant, then okay. Chocolate. I guess chocolate and croissant are like pretty much the same. Whatever you think. I mean, there's no actual rules. So we're interested for everyone in the chat. I'm curious what everyone's favorite meals are as we get going. This is going to be It's gonna be fun. You want to start or should I start? I'll start because mine
go for it. Yeah,
mine is also a little bit nuanced at the number 5. It's a meal, but I mean it's actually nuanced because it's like I wanted to pick a meal for when you're traveling. It's like because you need a meal, or it's not just a sit down long preparation type meal. So I picked In-N-Out burger. Good old juicy burger.
Okay.
Not a whole lot going on with it. Just kind of the basics, really good sauce, and the crazy fries or the fries with the crazy sauce, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. And that's my first one where I'd start, because not necessarily like if you have to give me top 5, I don't know if that's top 5 necessarily, but I wanted to put one in that had a little nuance. And so In-N-Out burger,
Okay.
I'll start with that at number 5.
All right. Yeah, I don't like Thanksgiving food at all, Father. I just, it's about a month away.
We just made pumpkin pie.
I mean, I don't mind pumpkin pie. It's just, there's so many better things. Well, I went back and forth on this one because I wasn't sure of what I wanted to call like a meal and what I wanted to just call things that I liked. But this was our debate online on Twitter, Kev, is I don't mind a nice, good sandwich. Like I like, an Italian sandwich. I like a steak and cheese sandwich. I like a meatball sub. I like we call them grinders here in New England, but people don't really know that. But a sub or a hoagie, we call it a grinder. Eggplant parmesan grinder. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I like that a lot. Sausage and pepper grinder. I like eggplant parmesan.
Matt, you just brought eggplant into top 5 discussion.
I like eggplant parmesan a lot. A lot. I love eggplant parmesan. People do it very differently, though, so maybe you just had a bad experience. But,
I've tried eggplant multiple times. No, it's gross.
Just don't like it. No,
always gross. Always.
Sausage and pepper grinder. So any sandwich like that. And then I was thinking to myself when I was writing this: do you consider a hot dog or a hamburger a sandwich? That is a debate.
No.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. They say a hot dog's a sandwich.
No,
it's meat between bread. I know.
Come on. No, I think a sandwich is literally supposed to be cold. I mean, so I mean, as far as I understand it. No, I think so. It should be. So it's changed, but I think it used to be because that was a whole story, right? It was the Earl of Sandwich, and it was they had 2 pieces of bread and like, hey, put something on it. So they put the meat and cheese or whatever.
All right.
I think that in my mind, to be called a sandwich, it really should be
cold.
But
so we'll have a cold hot dog.
Man, when I was in school, I used to eat peanut butter and jelly on a stale hot dog bun. That was
ew.
That was the life. Yeah.
I mean, I'd eat anything, but that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. Back in the days. All right. So
all right, you're 4,
right? Is yours 5? Is it just sandwich? Give me something.
Yeah, I don't mean but you're probably thinking of like you take a piece of bread and you. I'm talking like a nice.
Then give me one. Which one?
An Italian combo with everything on it. I like the jalapenos on it, hot sauce, oil, vinegar, marinated peppers. Like they put the roasted red pepper on top.
Nice.
I love that.
No, that I'm with you. That's a good number 5.
You could feel it. Okay, all right.
We had Jersey Mike's subs. I don't know if you have those up where you are, but
yeah, they're okay. They're pretty good.
They were good.
They're pretty good.
For a chain.
It's a chain, correct? It's a chain food, correct?
Fresh. Oh, and then jalapenos. Get some of those banana peppers.
I like the hot. Yeah, I like hot.
Yes. All right, cool. So I'll go on to number 4. This is schnitzel, and French fries. Typically, schnitzel. For those who don't know, it's a German. Actually, it's an Austrian meal, and it's very thinly beat. It's supposed to actually be calf. What is that? There's a word for it. The type of meat.
Not veal.
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 So
okay.
It's very thinly pounded veal and then breaded and fried, pretty much. So it's like
I like
chicken fried steak, kind of. But it's like the original schnitzel is veal, and it's awesome. If you get a good one, you can even if it's not great, it's still a good meal. That's the nice thing about German meals they're just meat and potatoes. They're
heavy.
I mean they're just solid. They're just like they're almost never bad. Sometimes they're but you rarely get a bad one. It's just like it's very solid. You get meat and potatoes, and so schnitzel, especially a good one. Like go to Austria, go to Vienna. They have really really good veal schnitzel, and that's easy top 5. So that'll be my number 4.
But did you say you're putting that on top of French fries, or it's to the side?
To the side. So you have French fries.
Okay.
So I think in Austria they actually do it with potato salad. But I just prefer French fries. And usually you have like cranberry sauce, or kind of like cranberry sauce, and like lemon. You can season it with lemon. Some people eat it with ketchup.
All right.
That's kind of considered heresy over here.
That's for children.
I mean,
right? Mustard.
Catholic can't do it because of
IBS.
Yeah,
that is difficult. As I've gotten older, I've gotten a little bit more sensitive to certain foods, and it's a pain. It's like, you know what? I'll take the heartburn for this eggplant parmesan.
If you're taking pain for eggplant parmesan, then man, you're like
trying to work eggplant.
Yeah, give me an eggplant. Like, I'm trying to work out time and eggplant, anything.
Give me the raw eggplant.
Yeah, just give it to me.
So my next one, steak is a very wide category because you can have very different cuts of steak. So I didn't know. I went back and forth with this one as well. I put it as 4 because regular steak, like, I like it. It's good. I like, especially if it's rare steak, I like it undercooked a little bit. It's very good. One of my tops. Prime rib, though, if we're talking a higher end cut, I love like prime rib or filet mignon, like that really. Oh, I actually like the fat. This is not good for me at all, but the prime rib fat on the edge, I like to cut the fat off and chew on it. And my grandfather used to treat it like gum. He used to cut the fat off prime rib and just gnaw on it all day.
They used to give that stuff to babies.
Right, they did. My grandparents did that to their kids. Yes, fat to chew on. Yeah. You'd have a little blob of fat. So
we think of things very differently in terms of health than our grandparents and their grandparents.
we do.
Like just my grandparents, babies, they
used to give them alcohol.
Yeah,
when they were young, they put alcohol, a little sip of alcohol.
Yeah. Nice. Like for your teeth too. They say.
So the steak is rough.
Whiskey. Yeah.
Your teeth for your immune system. Whatever else. At 4 years old. So steak, it could go a little lower. Yeah, there you go. It could go a little lower for me. Like I would say a nice Italian combo sandwich with everything on it would be above a steak for me, but a prime rib would be much higher up on the list. So it depends. I'm not a huge fan of mashed potatoes. So if we're talking about the side, I go with rice.
I'm starting to see why you don't like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. Everything is just check it off. Rice is better than mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you can do mashed eggplant. How about that for your Thanksgiving?
Oh man, put it in a blender.
Enjoy it. Yeah, put it in a blender.
Tell your wife you'd like that this year and see what she does. Maybe she'd make it good. A lot of women have that touch though of taking things that are odd or weird and just making it good somehow.
And my wife's a very good cook, and there are a few things that I won't eat. I mean, I will eat if you'll
try anything, right?
If you dare me, I will eat. I've eaten some weird stuff,
octopus,
all sorts of crazy stuff.
I would too. Yeah, I would too.
But there's just some things there's a few things that in eggplant is just one of them. Years down the line, I'm just like, no, I can't do it. Can't do it anymore. All right, so your number 4 is steak. Okay?
Yeah.
Good steak. All right.
If it was prime rib, it might even be a little higher. There's so many different cuts.
Yeah, that's fair.
How do you like it though? Do you like it well done?
See, the way I'm looking at this, no. Medium rare is the
okay. That's what I get. Medium rare. Yeah.
Rare to medium rare.
That's what I get. Okay, we're the same there.
But see, my idea with this is like these meals we're talking about are at the top end. Let's say
a high end. Okay.
Let's say $100 meal. You know what I mean? Like
sure. Okay.
That's like that's what you're spending max type of thing. So,
wow.
In and out is obviously gonna be less, but I mean. Maybe in France. Actually, Matt, that's probably what they would give you in France.
It might be.
I would like a croissant with
Before we continue, can Father please tell Star of the Sea that not liking Thanksgiving food is not a venial sin? It's not. It's not. In fact, it's a virtue. Virtues are very rare, and I have it. And I have the virtue.
Treason. That's an even worse.
It's not. Me and Marie Antoinette.
She said he laid it to be cake. She didn't say that, by the way. She didn't say that. That is a black legend.
I kind of wish she did, but
a very lovely queen.
A fantastic Catholic queen.
She was. And I mean, a monarchy that had its issues and made a lot of mistakes.
It did.
But
there was weaknesses.
They were very, but they
were pious Catholics.
Catholic, and certainly did not deserve the end that they got. Back to happier news. It is being Thank you, Father. See, I'm so glad Father's on my side with this. Matt needs to. We're gonna ban Matt for. The week of Thanksgiving. Matt is not allowed to come on this show.
Christopher Columbus was an Italian, and he would side with me. He would probably like eggplant parmesan.
You're insane. He would not side with you over Thanksgiving. Are you kidding me?
Wait until you hear my next one, then.
True patriot. Oh,
just wait until number 3
I
comes
figured
up.
all 5 of yours are going to be pasta, so I'm a little surprised right now. All right, so my number 3 is it's called Braten. It's German, but it's pretty much a.
See, I don't even know what these are. Your name.
It's like I know. I'm sorry. It's German.
Schnitzel and
I'm almost 10 years in Germany, man. So it's like a dark sauce roast. It's like a roast in a dark sauce. Usually, you have a dumpling on the side. You have kraut with it. Usually, like a red sweet kraut with it. It's really good. And my mother-in-law makes it's unbelievable, Matt. Matt, you got to come visit. And when you visit, my mother-in-law is going to make you a braten.
Going to make me that.
Will change.
Describe it. What is the main? It's
like a roast. So it's like a roast, pretty much.
Like a pot roast kind of, like a roast.
Yeah, it's like a pot roast. Yeah, but like a very high-end pot roast. It's a very good cut of beef, and she roasts it for over a day. And so it just falls apart. And it's they have potatoes and celery and carrots and all these things, and it's oh my gosh, Matt, it's ridiculously good. Oh, it really is. It changed my life. Like that's the main reason why I married my wife was when I went over and had that meal with her mom. It's like, okay, yeah, I get this. I just can't get out of my life.
I get this grandma. I get her mother's cooking.
Yeah, that's about right. And my wife, she doesn't cook yet. She's got to learn how to cook that meal. But no, that.
Can you cook it or no?
No, I would like to learn. I'm a pretty good cook. But I don't know if I'd have the patience for that kind of thing because that's like a 3-day meal, and it's like, I don't know.
So when this is a little bit since you're talking German and all this stuff. When you're home, like how you are now, what language do you speak to your wife?
We speak English. We probably should speak German because it would help my German, but we speak English. And then my kids talk to me in English and my wife in German, and to each other in both, which is pretty interesting. So like. They like mix with each other. They totally mix the two.
But when you go out into public, it's all German, and you have to speak. That's so weird.
Yeah,
I know I knew this, but it's just like I don't know. Every time I hear it, it's like wow.
Yeah, it's a totally different language. Yeah, it is. Took me a long time.
If I ever become a saint, I'm gonna be buried with a Thanksgiving meal with like I don't like Thanksgiving. A Thanksgiving meal. They're gonna put a turkey. Yeah, patron of turkeys.
Patron.
The patron of. There's got to be one. There's one of everything.
None of them were killed for you, I suppose. That makes sense. You're
not right. Preserve them all. Exactly. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
No.
All right, that's yours.
That's mine.
Brian. So my next one is very Italian, but it's a very wide range of people. So people are going to have a different interpretation of this, but my grandmother used to make a phenomenal, we would say, antipasto, which was, it can get talk about $100 meal. She would put a big flat dish, like massive, the size of like a kitchen table size platter. And she would layer it with all sorts of Italian meat. So prosciutto, gabagool, ham, all very expensive cheeses, really nice, like all imported Italian or whatever European cheese, all these, pepperoncini peppers and marinated mushrooms of all different kinds, and really mix it all together and just drizzle all the juices from on top of it. And you take a little piece of bread, and that is a phenomenal meal. I know it's not like a sit down steak or whatever, but it was just like, you take a plate and you go up to it with a big fork and you pick out like what you want. So I would
wait, is it cooked?
I would take everything.
It's not cooked.
No. So you literally you start to layer like deli meat, like the prosciutto and the salami. You layer that up, like you cut it or you roll it. She used to roll it up, cut it all small or whatever, and then mix it in with little pieces of like block. When you cube like a block of cheese or whatever, you cube it into little bite-sized pieces or whatever. Yeah. Layer that all out, and it would be full of all these vegetable and marinated broccoli and cauliflower and carrots and all these like almost pickled, like a pickled kind of, and it would all blend together. I have a photograph of it that I took years and years ago, and man, you just sit with that with Italian bread. And it reminded me of a funny story. I went to a wedding years and years ago now, and on each table they had a big dish, and I was like, they put out cheese for people to it was like a little square, and I like cheese as much as anybody. I picked it up and I ate it, and it was a piece of butter. So talk about eating your cholesterol. Like,
no one's watching me.
Yeah, no one's watching me.
A couple more
on this on this butter. So yeah, so that would be my third one because there are. If you go
Sounds
to a
good.
restaurant and order this, they make like a garden salad and they put salami on top and they call it antipasto. That is not
Mhm.
what my grandmother, and it's more. I think it's more of a Sicilian style antipasto because
Interesting, yeah.
she was Sicilian.
Yeah, it sounds
So
and it's so cool when you travel through Italy, like, different regions have their different specialties. So, you
oh
have,
yes,
mozzarella, and then you have mortadella, and you have all these other things, and I couldn't tell you where they all are, but it's pretty cool. You just go into a town, and they'll have signs, and they'll just kinda like regional specialty because, they also,
sure,
cater to tourists, and,
right.
Man, Italian food I love it, man. Oh, man, you gotta come with us to
I
Italy,
do have
man.
to see it. I really do want to see
It's
it.
so good. It's such good stuff, and the one thing, though, I have to say, I don't
Mm,
love the pizza. We talked about that before, I think.
yeah,
I don't love the pizza.
yeah,
It's always kinda like, "No, man, Americans just get pizza better than Italians do." Sorry.
mm,
My wife
yeah. I've
totally
heard.
disagrees with me, but
I've heard.
no.
I've heard. Nicole is right, by the way. It is the gardenia. It comes
Interesting.
in a big jar and it's all marinated vegetables, and that would get poured on top of everything else. That's one of many ingredients.
Interesting.
When you're a kid, you don't realize all these things. But my grandmother, they didn't have a lot of money. She used to spend like $300 on this antipasto
Wow.
platter, and you don't think of it when you're young. Yeah,
That's so
whatever. You just
cool.
go to grandma's house and there's food. Um, they must have really
See,
like saved
these
and.
things really matter. Yeah, I mean, it's like that.
Hmm.
They understood the importance of that. The passing that on,
It
that
was
tradition,
Christmas.
that
Christmas, yeah,
family time. Yeah,
Christmas time. Yeah, we would have it
that's cool.
at a Christmas time.
Oh, grandmas, they know best.
There's so many things that I didn't know about Italian culture that is intertwined with Catholicism that I didn't. So she would always say, and now my grandma, she was born in 1926,
Wow.
and she would always say, you can't. We have all the fish on Christmas Eve, and then you go to midnight mass, and you come home after midnight mass, and she would make the sausage and all of that. And I didn't realize because Vatican II religion doesn't do this. Christmas Eve is a day of abstinence, and I didn't know that until like 2 years ago,
Ah,
or 3 years ago. So I didn't realize that
man.
Catholicity was actually intertwined into Italian culture. That there is Christmas Eve is for fish.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's
didn't know
cool,
that.
right?
Hmm.
See, that's the amazing thing about Catholicism, right? It really connects with everything, with our whole lives, and boy, Catholics know how to feast. And that's
Oh yes, oh
that.
yes, they
I
do.
think that's a beautiful thing. God gave us food that tastes good, right?
Hmm.
Not eggplants. I don't know why. I have no idea why God gave us eggplants, but maybe that's more of God's justice than His mercy. It's we'll
Reach.
see sometime when I'm in heaven, hopefully.
It's in the
Why did you say
fourth grade
eggplant?
of prayer. You have to. Saint Teresa's 9
Yeah,
grades of prayer. Eggplant's in a higher grade. You'll get there.
I'll get there. I'll get there. All right, my listen, my
750. Yeah,
number,
I got it.
my
Nicola,
number.
Nicole knows here. Sorry, Nicole knows what
750.
she's talking about. I don't know who
Nicole,
she is,
Nicole.
but she could
Hey,
put her information in
maybe
the
she's
chat.
Italian. Yeah, exactly. Maybe she's Italian and
She knows
single.
these things, and this is big.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole
Nicole.
Esposito. See that E there? She's hiding her
Oh,
Italian
that could
last
be
name. Okay, number
Nicole.
what are we?
Nicole. Yeah, okay. Number
Nicolita.
number two. Nicole.
Number 2.
Number two, enchiladas. I actually mixed this up. Broughton probably would be
Oh,
number two. I
really?
missed that. Enchiladas, yeah, like red sauce enchiladas, nice and spicy. A little bit of that, Mexican rice and beans on the side. Oh man, my grandpa used to make that when we were growing up. That for some reason that would be the meal he would make when he came. He visited us once or twice a year, and he like once a year he'd make enchiladas, and it was so good. And it
Mm,
still comes to my mind. And my wife can make it, but we've had a hard time finding the sauce. So our
mhm.
enchiladas are good, but they're not quite grandpa good type thing. And that's something that's a goal that I got to be able to make sometime here. Real true enchiladas, and that's something that Germans just are terrible at is Mexican food. They're terrible at it. So, man, I love going
Why do you
back to
think that
America and
is?
and just yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're kind of farther away. I'm not sure, but yeah, they don't do a good job. But Americans, boy, you can get some good Mexican food in Denver. Good stuff. Yeah, I admit
Who would have?
enchiladas.
That sounds wrong. You can
Yeah,
get some really good Mexican food in Denver. I think you were going to say like in Texas or Arizona. You
Denver's
want good
half
Mexican food? Go
Mexican.
to Juneau, Alaska.
Anyway,
That's
yeah,
where
that's
they
all right.
rock it up there.
Anyone who's been to Denver certainly knows they have a large Mexican population, and
Hmm.
I don't mean that as a fat joke. Okay, partially.
So my second one here, and again, this doesn't quite fit in with the $100 meals. And now that you mention it, when you compared America to Italy, but I love pizza.
All right.
Man, that is certainly top for me. The way people understand pizza, though, again, is very different. I'm going to bring her up again here. My grandmother never, ever, ever put mozzarella on a pizza. It was always just thick crust, sauce, and grated cheese, oregano, parsley, spices, things like that. So I grew up actually with that because that's what that to them was pizza. And then when I got, every now and then we would get one with just cheese. But man, I like meat lovers pizza, the supreme kind of thing where they put everything: the pepperoni, peppers, onions, sausage, meatball, bacon. I love that a lot. It's a bad habit. I could eat a whole large pizza myself, like in easy.
Yeah, I
Easy.
used to be able to.
I have done stuff like this, and I've said to myself, where's the line of gluttony here?
It's a fair question.
Is it if I don't get sick? If I don't end up vomiting?
Or is it if you eat past when you're full? But if you
I'm
order
never
a large
full.
pizza, you can't, not eat the large pizza. You're never full.
No, of course I am. But I eat quick.
That doesn't show up on camera. He's 500 pounds.
Not even close.
More.
I just got off. I'm a little late because I just got off of my 600-pound life. They filmed that today for TLC or whatever.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
He finally made it.
Yeah, it's a celebration. It's called a celebration for our town. Yeah. But I also eat quick. Like I tend to. Some people, they take a bite of their food, they put it down, and they maybe converse or whatever. No, I just kind of go quick.
I'm a slow eater.
It's a bad habit of mine.
Yeah,
they say you're supposed to you get fuller quicker if you eat slow, because you're allowing time. Yeah, if you're just you're eating quicker than you can keep up.
Right? You got to climb as fast as you
can. Yeah.
I don't know if you enjoy it as much though. Come on, you got to be Italian. You got to sit there and sip your espresso and eat your cannolis.
Right. Oh, so I always just I do love a good cannoli, not stuffed with it has to be stuffed with the ricotta though. I don't like the
the sweet ones.
They're okay. They're good. No, they're good. But the authentic one is the ricotta stuffing, which I like a lot.
I think I've had that.
Well, let me see what this comment is here. A passive aggressive resentment if I'm around Christians. Oh, from our Christmas Eve because of fasting. Oh, yes. That was new to me too, because Christmas Eve became a big let's eat day with everyone in my family. So like all of a sudden, no, it's hard.
The beautiful thing is Catholics, again, that you can celebrate Christmas for 12 days longer. It's like it's supposed to be a party. Like you're supposed to feast and have family and friends over and have a good time. We really forget these things. So we party for one day and then we're done, especially in America. Here in Germany, you have two holy days on the 25th and 26th. And but then even here, you still just kind of stop after that. It's like, hey, no, there's 12 days of Christmas. You're meant to go and really celebrate Christ's birth.
Really, till the candle mass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we count the 12 days, but it really truly goes until February. Yeah. Right. Yeah, for a very long time. Father Desai commented on that though. What this person said here, like, when people see us doing acts like that, of pious acts of fasting, whatever, they're going to look at you and they're going to say that's someone who takes their religion seriously. That's someone who's actually devoted and actually does what's hard, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we persevere.
All right, my number one, steak and mashed potatoes. We talked about that a little bit earlier, so I don't have to go too deep.
There, of course.
But a really good steak, like just like a filet mignon or something that just melts in your mouth. I gotta put it on the top. It just is. It's the meal that I just enjoy the most. Like I just sit there and each bite is just like a wonder in your mouth. It's kind of like this is, and especially it's got to be really raw. It's got to be nearly. Like my uncle would say, it's going to be nearly mooing. It's
I actually when the red juice drips out, I like to dip bread in it and scoop up the bread. Actually, the red juice from the steak is good on the potatoes, though. I'll give you that. Like, it's not bad. It's not that I hate it. It's just it wouldn't be top for me with the mashed potatoes. But when that red juice comes out and you can mix it in with the potatoes or the rice or whatever, even the vegetable, I do like that.
Oh, it's good.
I do like that a lot. Well, my number one, here comes the pasta. It's seafood fra diavolo. So a whole bunch of shellfish, clams, shrimp, mussels, over like a linguine in a hot, spicy red sauce. That is to me one of my absolute favorites. Oh man, I could eat. Talk about gluttony. Like I can do very, very, very well with that. A little Parmesan cheese on top, a little salad on the side, a little glass of water. Because we're not drinking like Kevin is tonight.
Only water.
A little glass of red wine.
Yeah, you gotta have some wine. Come on.
Usually, so white wine goes with pasta. That's the tradition. That's the talk about sins here. White wine goes with pasta, and red wine goes with meat.
I like red wine better. I just like white wine.
I like rosé actually more and more. I'm
like
liking
some
rosé.
Really dry white wines, but it's too sweet for me. I gotta have a really dry red wine with anything.
There are some wines that are. My grandfather used to drink a really, I don't know what it was, but it was a really, really, really strong, like deep red wine, and it was like cough medicine. I couldn't understand how anybody likes. I don't know what it was, but it was very. It must have been an old school Italian.
Was it like a port or something? Whoa,
I don't even. I never knew. I never knew it. He would have it. Maybe because he would have it. He had a big bottle of wine just on his floor in the room, and when I got old enough, I tried it, and like, man, rough.
Yeah, well, when you're a kid, anything tastes bad. That was always funny.
Yeah.
My siblings like, hey, Kevin, can I try some? Yeah, sure. Yeah, here you go.
yeah. Go in front of a toilet.
So the cider would be dangerous. This is kids would even like this. It's good. Actually, I wonder if it's British. It has a British name, Summersby. Summersby. That actually sounds like that could be the name of the detective.
His name is Jacques.
Jacques Summersby.
Jacques Siren. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's cool. That was fun. That was a fun show, man.
It was good. I know it's getting late for you, but I've gotten the comment here. I've gotten that too. You really think that God cares that you're going to eat a piece of meat today? You really think that? I've gotten that many times. Wow. So you really think that God cares? You're going to eat a meal before 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the Eastern time? Like, you really think God is watching that? I get that all the time.
Whoa. Dangerous road. Do you really think God cares? You steal those jewels from the Louvre?
He wants you to be rich. Yeah, he wants you to be wealthy.
Not really watching you. That's again. I didn't talk about Novus Ordo, right? That is kind of the Vatican too. Everything is subjective, and God's just purely merciful. And is there actually sin?
Not anymore. That went away in the 60s. Yeah, that stopped. Yeah. That went away. Yeah, there was until 19. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's gone.
That's an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Maybe giving someone eggplant in dinner that might be considered.
That could be.
That's pretty bad. That's you better go to confession for that.
I'd like Father to assign that as a penance to somebody.
We do fantasy football and we do crazy bets. And
the losers
have to pay off crazy bets. I'm gonna have to do that. I'll have to eat like a whole eggplant or something. Oh man, that would be rough. I'd have to find someone who hates it as much as I do.
You can't just eat a whole eggplant. You gotta I cut it thin, fry it in breadcrumb and flour and egg. You fry it and then you put cheese and sauce and you bake it.
Okay, so you like eggplant when you can't taste the eggplant. That makes sense.
Well, I've never just eaten a raw eggplant.
I mean, yeah, so pretty much you're saying
like
an
apple
when you serve you covered in vinegar and salt and cheese.
I don't know if you can eat it like that.
Then you can't taste it.
You said you don't like it. That's how you've eaten it.
No, I've had it like you have it like
Parmesan.
I don't know, different things like doner, like a doner, like a Turkish sandwich. They put it sometimes eggplant in it. It's just like
no, I don't mean that. Like a chicken parm. I like chicken parm, veal parm. I like that. The Father's right here. It is kind of like Satan in the garden. God, it's just a fruit.
Exactly. God, that's not going to notice. God notices everything.
All right.
Well, Matt, it's been fun. No, we'll have to do this again sometime.
I do like food.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun talking about food.
It's late there for you, so you need to get to bed so you can go to work.
I do. I gotta get up at 5:30.
Right? Yeah, 5.
5:30. About
sometimes I go to bed and message you, and you text back like you're going to work.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's bad.
That's true. Yep. Early morning.
Nicole here is good. Nicole's on point.
Nicole, are you single?
Eggplant
I'm
parmesan.
asking. I'm married, but you know.
Yeah, Kevin's just curious.
Our 600-pound CIA agent over here is.
I can make a
single
fantastic
and ready to mingle. He can make a eggplant parm. He can
I can make
piano.
anything that I talked
He
about.
played the piano. I didn't learn that about Matt till like years after doing podcasting. I was like, wait, Matt, you play the piano?
A bit. And you could sing.
Really good. I can sing. Yeah.
Edelweiss.
You gotta come. You gotta come. So we'll do a duet. You play and I'll sing. And
I'm not that good. I can't play like that.
We'll be you get nervous.
We'll have our own Twitter account.
Yeah.
You know, it's all we.
All
right.
Okay, last comment from Father.
What did he say?
I need you to visit sometime. You can teach me the wonders of your Italian food. See, you can visit Father. Father's a little closer than I am. Not that much. He's in Arkansas. I mean, come on, you're not that far. You're up north.
That's not that far.
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's
fly
not
over.
Far.
Fly over the pond.
The South has poor Italian food. They just don't know.
No, she's not single, Matt. Do you have a sister, Nicole?
Maybe she's like 70. I had that happen. Once. So she was messaging and she was like, what did she say? I was. Oh, I'm sorry. I was born in 1938 or something. I was like, what? You're not using the internet?
Matt's like, really, really chatting nicely. He's like, hey, I could have a future. This is really nice. When's your birthday?
She was the secretary at Vatican II. You know?
Oh man, Matt, we better quit while we're
better end it.
All right,
Kevin. Until next Tuesday afternoon or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Wednesday morning for me, pretty much. Well, everyone in the comments, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here with us, Father. Of course, as always, we appreciate you. We respect you. I had an idea in my mind how to say that, and it didn't work out. But anyway, we're glad you're here. Everyone else, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next week. We should be back Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, if everything goes according to plan. And we'll see you all then. Don't forget to watch the show with Louis Brecchio about Vatican II. Nostra Aetate. It's a good one, and it gets pretty spicy at the end, talking about the GOOSs.